Good evening, guests and fellow Toastmasters. A very warm welcome to meeting number 43 of the Gabbys International Toastmasters Club. I am Toastmaster Yogita Upadhayay, your Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. As a Sergeant at Arms, it's my duty to highlight some key points for the meeting. The meeting will be for 2 hours. I urge you to stay for the entire duration so that you can get the maximum benefit out of it. Your video should be on and your audio should be off. And I request you to unmute yourself when you're requested to speak or when you're called to speak. Regarding the topics of sex, religion, and politics, even though Toastmasters International does not put any restrictions on speaking on these topics, we at the Gabbys Toastmaster Club request all the speakers and role takers to be mindful, responsible, and abstain from expressing any controversial views on these sensitive topics. Our club mission is to provide a supportive and a positive learning environment in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, which result in better enhancement of their self-confidence and personal growth. Without waiting for any minute, let me now hand over the stage to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Mita Shah. Mita Shah is a teacher by passion and profession with a focus of building a strong foundation through early childhood education for children. She is currently the president of the Gabbys International Toastmasters Club. And today's theme is about developing good reading habits. So I urge everyone to be very, very attentive because the first point in developing any habit is to avoid any distractions. So let's start. Toastmaster Mita, the stage is all yours.
Thank you for such a wonderful introduction. That was a Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting, Toastmaster Yogita Upadhyay. Let's give her a huge round of applause. Happy evening or morning to family members of the Gabbys, fellow Toastmasters and guests. On this note, I call open this meeting number 43 of the Gabbys International Toastmasters Club to order. We as a club sincerely appreciate that every time we get an opportunity to welcome so many guests and visiting Toastmasters regularly to join our club meetings of open upon invitation. I would like to take this opportunity to share the stage with few of our guests and visiting Toastmasters today. May I request the guests to please give us your quick introduction of yourself, that is your name, profession, and how you came to know about the Gabbys in 30 seconds. So, like today we have a guest. Okay, we have a guest, Anna Jurisova. Can I have your small introduction?
Yeah, my name is Anna. I am a Toastmaster from Bratislava, and I also invited our friend from Germany. Maybe he will join us. And I am very happy to participate in this professional event.
Thank you so much. Next, I can invite Noor Mohammed. Can you give your, I know you are a regular Toastmaster, but still for the benefit of the members also. Okay, I think he's not available. No problem. Next. Okay, and we have, thank you so much for joining our Toastmasters meeting. Now we have some announcement that is very important. Announcement is, mark your calendars for November 16th. We have area B1 to B4, B1, B2, B3, and B4 contests. This is your date with contests, champions, and learning. An event you don't want to miss. Get ready to witness the best of the best. So it is in person. So I request all the members and the contestants and the interested people can join in person on, keep your date fixed on 16th November. So that was today's announcement. And now for the benefit of the guest, For the benefits of guests, let me share a brief history about Toastmaster. The first Toastmaster club was founded in 1924 at Santa Ana, California, by none other than Dr. Ralph C. Smedley. And now we are going to celebrate 100 years on October 22nd, completing 100 years for Toastmasters, to be specific. It is a non-profit organization spread across 149 plus countries and 16,000 clubs across globe. If I may say, it is an institute to practice communication and leadership skills. We, the Gabbys, are one family with 3 clubs. We meet 3 days in a week. That's very exciting. Yes, the Gabbys International Toastmasters Club meets on every Thursday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time online. The Gabbys Toastmasters Club meets on every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 12 noon Indian Standard Time. It's a hybrid. And the third, the Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club meets on every Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. It's online. So today we are diving into the theme. What's the theme? It's a very interesting and it's very, very important also. So the theme is read today to lead tomorrow. What you have to do here? For to me, this theme is very, very interesting because to me, the theme was of the days. It takes back to my childhood days in 70s. During that time, my aunt, when I was very small, my aunt used to take me always for to the library, where she used to read books for me because she was a student of she was also a student of this one technology, and she was also reading her books, and even she used to make me also to read. I was not that much big to read, but she used to give me some picture books, and I used to read always, see the pictures and learn to say the colors and all that. And that same habit cultivated for me, this cultivated the habit, and which now I am insisting my students in my class to read the books, like more books. And we emphasize that reading is more important during the early years only itself of childhood. Why? It helps to improve their vocabulary, it improves their cognitive skills, it helps spark imagination and curiosity, and which helps to build a solid foundation for rest of their life. And I always love to read books. I always will be busy with the books, whether anything, whatever books, whether it is a big or story books or any books, I love to read. So I hope you all are reading. What about you, audience? Are you reading every day? If not, today our Toastmaster of the day will take you to that, and why it is important. He will show you, he will guide you how to improve your communication skills. So let's invite him to take this meeting forward. We have our most important role player, the Toastmaster of the day, someone special who is from Panchkula, Haryana. He is a health and fitness freak. Now based in Hyderabad. He is an MBA grad from Naipur, Mohali. Currently working at Sanofi as a marketing analyst with overall 3 years of work experience. In his free time, he loves to go to gym every day and is currently learning mixed martial arts, MMA, Thai boxing and kickboxing. So, and I think he is reading with the books also. So let's take that. Welcome our Toastmaster of the day with a huge round of applause. Toastmaster Rahul Swami, the virtual stage is yours. Over to you.
Thank you, Presiding Officer Mita, and a very warm welcome to you all to today's Toastmaster event. As told by Toastmaster Mita, today's meeting theme is Read Today to Lead Tomorrow. I would like to ask one question. from all of you. How many of you are reading currently? I hope it's not WhatsApp messages or Instagram posts. It's exactly, reading a book. Awesome. I can see Toastmaster Mita. I can see Sagar Duggal, Toastmaster Sagar speaker. Grammarian-Shubham, Punith. Awesome. I think everybody is reading here. Well, that inspires me a lot. And let me tell you, reading is to mind what exercise is to body. There's no better example for someone to inspire than somebody who is a leader and he is also reading. You must be knowing Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, and many other leaders. Sadly, Ratan Tata, um, he recently, yesterday, passed away. He was also an avid reader, and history tells itself that leaders are the readers, but not all readers are leaders. So it's really important to also implement what you are reading in your day to day life. So, in today's session, I would like to tell you how you can start the habit of reading. I have 3 pointers to share with you all, which will help you start reading and inculcate this good habit in your day to day life. So, my first tip for you is to prioritize reading. And how can you prioritize your reading? As soon as your day starts in the morning, instead of going over the phone or, uh, taking up the calls or getting distracted on social media, you can just keep a book besides your bed and start reading something which is close to your heart and you are genuinely interested in reading. Just one page, just one page for a month, and you will suddenly start building a habit. Second pointer is you can always you can always start slow. Do not read entire book, or you do not try to accomplish and everything in one chapter in a day. Start slow, keep it simple, and just start with one page a day. Speed does not matter here. Only thing that matters is whether what you are reading, you are able to extract the information and comprehend the information with what you are reading. And if you are a beginner, my third tip is that you should start with something very simple, which is simple to understand and not a complex language with lot of jargons and all. A bonus tip for you guys for listening me so closely. So you can start reading any book, but that can be you can shortlist your book based on your personal goals. If you are working in corporate, be it HR, finance, you know, uh, or anything else like me, business analytics or project management, you can start by shortlisting what will impact in your life more, what you currently need to understand more, and you can go start with those books first. um Even if you are a fitness enthusiast, you can read about fitness, or you can read about housekeeping. There are books on every and any topic, let me tell you. So currently my favorite is The Magic of Thinking Big, and this book has changed my entire life. It has inspired me so much so that I could overcome my limiting beliefs as well. Okay, thank you so much for active listening. Now I would like to start the session with our today's speakers. So we have two speeches which are prepared ones, and our first speaker is Toastmaster Karthik Venugopal, and the evaluator. I'm sorry, and the evaluator.
Rahul, just to interrupt,
Yeah.
I think you need to call the G before calling the speaker.
All right. Thank you so much for correcting me. So I would like to call upon General Evaluator of today's meeting, General Evaluator Jaspreet Kaur. Jaspreet Kaur is a posh and POCSO trainer who helps build inclusive workplace. She is also a communication and workplace skills coach. She is a CBSE English faculty who has helped more than 2000 students ace the board exams. Let's invite General Evaluator Jaspreet Kaur to the stage.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Rahul, for this warm welcome. Today, before I dive into my role as the General Evaluator, I would like to take a moment, and I'm sure everybody over here would, to talk about the great leader Ratan Tata, who passed away yesterday. Ratan Tata's leadership, as known to all of us, was built on his lifelong learning and his ability to adapt to the changing times, truly embodying our theme of the meeting today, which is Read Today to Lead Tomorrow. He was a man who constantly sought new knowledge, not just through books, but through the experiences of people around him. Yes, he used to read people. His legacy reminds us that leadership is not about titles or positions, but about the positive change we inspire in the others by staying curious, empathetic, and humble. Yes, he was one person totally rooted to the ground. So as we go ahead with the meeting today, let's remember that each one of us over here has the potential to lead just as Mr. Ratan Tata did by learning something new every day and by using that knowledge to create a better tomorrow for all of us and for our next coming generations. Let's take the lessons from today's speeches and evaluations as part of our personal growth to begin with today evening. With this, I will now proceed on to my duty as the general evaluator of today's meeting. Now, my role is like a watchful editor of a great book. I will be observing the entire meeting, noting down what worked well and where there are opportunities for improvement. So the meeting has started and I started with my notes as well. Just as any great author needs feedback, our meeting today also has its own support system of the ones who would evaluate and give the feedback, which is the TAGL team, the timer, our counter, grammarian, and our listener. Let me introduce this team of essential readers and critics, as we call them today, who will help us all grow into stronger speakers and ultimately more effective leaders in our own capacity. So to begin with, we have the timer first. Our timer, Pushpak Mishra, is a chartered accountant with over 6 years of experience in accounting, auditing, taxation, and financial reporting. He is currently the assistant manager in finance controllership at Levi's, where he brings his hands-on experience in auditing, MIS reporting, and regulatory compliance. Today, Pushpak will ensure we respect the time limits because respecting time limits sharpens our sense of discipline. Over to you, timer Toastmaster Pushpak. Please explain your role to us.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Jaspreet and fellow Toastmaster and guest. As a timer, I will time the prepared speeches, table topic speeches, and the evaluation. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left by using the green card, yellow card, and red card. For prepared speeches, project 1, I will show the green card at 5 minutes. At 6 minutes, I will show the yellow card, and at 7 minutes, I will show the red card. Then for table topic speeches, for prepared speeches project 2, I will show the green card at 80 minutes. At 19 minutes, I will show the yellow card, and at 20 minutes, I will show the red card. Then for table topic speakers, I will show the green card at 1 minute. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card, and at 2 minutes, I will raise the red card. And then individual evaluation, it will be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 2 and 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card, and at 3 minutes, I will raise the red card. Thank you, Toastmaster Madam.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Pushpak. Next, we move on to our R counter, and today this role has been taken on by Toastmaster Suchita Nagar. Originally hailing from Delhi, she has made Mumbai her home, a dedicated talent acquisition partner at a prominent medical device company. She excels in her professional role, and I can see her excelling in Toastmasters as well now. Outside of work, she cherishes her time exploring new destinations and creating memorable moments with her child. Today, she will be listening carefully for filler words that clutter our speeches, much like an editor spots unnecessary details in a manuscript. Removing these allows our message to shine clearly, preparing us to communicate effectively. Over to you, Toastmaster Suchita Nagar.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. Just excuse myself, I couldn't able to switch on my video. So as a AHA counter, I'll be listening and make a note of unnecessary words and sounds used by all the speakers and role player for today's meeting. This report would be focused in 5 major areas. Filler words such as inappropriate interjection, for instance, and, well, but, so, you know. The use of crunch words similar to basically, actually, this thing, etc. Repetitive words or phrases in the form of I, or this means, this means. Unintentional long or short pauses made by speaker. I will present my rest of the report after calling out by General Evaluator at end of the meeting. Thank you. Over to you.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Suchita. Now we move on to our grammarian, and the grammarian today is Toastmaster Shubham Somani. He originates from the colorful state of Rajasthan. A chartered accountant with over 5 years of experience, he is currently working with Daimler Trucks Group. His career has taken him from Rajasthan to Mumbai and now to Bangalore. Shubham is passionate about exploring new places and diverse cuisines. Shubham will be our language expert today, observing the richness of our vocabulary and pointing out areas for improvement. In communication, just as in writing, clarity and precision make all the difference in how our ideas are received. Over to you, Toastmaster Shubham Somani.
Thank you, General Evaluator Jaspreet Kaur. It is said that grammar is poetry of language. And today I am playing role of grammarian. As a grammarian, it's my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language uses. I'll take note of any misuse of the English language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, saying, or thoughts. As a grammarian, it's also my duty to introduce the word of the day For today's meeting, the word of the day is vivid. Vivid means having or producing a strong and clear picture in mind. For example, her vivid memories made the story come alive. Second example, I remember the vivid details of that day clearly. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day. I'll give a word of the day report and grammatical usage report when called upon during the meeting. Thank you, General Evaluator. Jaspreet Kaur, over to you.
Thanks a lot, Grammarian Toastmaster Shubham, for vividly explaining your role to all of us and even the word of the day. Next, we move on to our listener. Our listener, Yogita, is a go with the flow, joyful person. She has always been a people person and is enjoying her phase as an HR and image and soft skills trainer. Beyond the daily routine, you'll find her dancing, reading books, and exploring new places, and also again experimenting different cuisines. Now, in today's time when Kindle is equally important, she is going to test our listening skills. Let's remember, listening with focus is equal to reading well and wide. Over to you, Toastmaster Yoga.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. Hello, everyone, once again. Today, my role is a role of a listener, and I will be doing some extra attention. I'll be paying some extra attention to all the wonderful words, phrases, stories, etc., which are shared in the meeting. You might think that you are hearing out everything, but here's the twist. I'll be noting down the most interesting, unexpected, or simply delightful details, and I'll present you with a quiz at last. So it will be more of a funny treasure hunt. The treasure being those unique nuggets that make every speaker's contribution so special. All right, so be sharp, keep your ears wide open as I'll be testing who got the smallest but most vivid details. Let's have fun listening closely. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Yogita, and I'm also eager to participate in this treasure hunt now. So with this, let's turn the page and begin this journey of learning and leadership. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Rahul. Take the theme and the meeting forward.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator, for introducing the TAGL theme. So now I would like to introduce to the speakers today, uh, which are with us. So our first speaker today is Toastmaster. Um, our first speaker today is Toastmaster Karthik Venugopal, and the evaluator. Second. And the evaluator today is Anna Jorisova. I hope I spelled your name correctly. The path, the path is engaging humor, level 3, project number 1. Project name is engage your audience with humor, and um, the the purpose of this speech is uh, the purpose of the project is for the member to determine their style of humor and apply it to the speech that centers around the entire message. So I've one second. Yeah. So I would like to introduce Toastmaster Karthik. He is actually my mentor, but yes, Karthik is working as a full stack developer in Travelopia and is a tech trainer, history and movie buff. He loves storytelling and listening to music. Hakuna Matata is the motto of his life. Laughing until uh, rolling ROFL is the caption of his persona. So, one second. Um, so today's speech of Toastmaster Karthik is come back. Toastmaster Karthik, come back, Toastmaster Karthik. Over to you.
It was Thursday evening, around 6:72 p.m. MST, my standard time. I was walking on a path with my foot on it. Tack, took, tack, took, tack, took, tack, took. These days we call it as a footpath. As I was walking on the footpath, thinking deeply on how to bring Sunita William back to earth, suddenly something was gushing from behind. When I turned back and saw, unfortunately, it was Breeze. Breeze had a rhythm. I felt Breeze was trying to sing a song. Sun, na 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 na, sun, na na na. And I felt that Breeze was trying to tell me something. Breeze was trying to arrange thoughts on its feet, but eventually it failed, as I failed organizing thoughts in table topics. But it's the nature of Breeze, it kept moving. It didn't wait for anyone. And that day I realized that it's just not time and tide waits for none. It is time, tide, surf excel, and Breeze waits for none. But have you ever wondered who is this nun? This nun is the nun from the Conjuring movie, The Nun. But let's not worry. But I didn't feel upset that Breeze couldn't talk with me, because they say you should always be happy. They say you should always be happy and dance when you're not happy. And you should dance and be happy without a reason being in life. They say you should be happy when you're sad. They say you should be happy when you're happy. But they never said that you shouldn't dance when you are suffering from loose motions. Yes, don't do. But have you ever observed who are these they? Because they always keep telling something. They said that, they said this, they said that, they said this. But have you ever observed who are these they? Let us not worry about who are these they, because it's all about how well you connect the dots. But again, have you ever wondered which are these dots? I recently discovered that these dots are none other than the Rangoli dots. Yes, Rangoli is an art form in India wherein you form the dots and you connect the dots to form an art. So it's all how well you connect the Rangoli dots. So as I kept walking on the footpath, suddenly I found a long queue standing in front of a roll shop. Let me tell you, it's not the Toastmaster rolls. It was the shawarma roll, chicken shawarma roll. The moment I saw the chicken shawarma roll, dogs started barking at me. Bow, 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 bow. I asked the dogs, hey mate, why are you shouting at me? So dogs replied and saying that, you are rolling better than me. How is that possible? I said to dogs, keep watching shawarma roll, even you will roll better. So as I couldn't resist the shawarma roll getting grilled, I ran towards grabbing the roll. The moment I started running, even without carrying the long queue, somebody held my shoulder from behind and said, come back. Come back. You are skipping the queue. The moment I heard somebody saying, come back, I was completely froze. My mind bombarded 1,000 neurons, digging each corner of brains to search the memory that somewhere I have heard somebody saying to me, come back. And this processing of finding the memory created a sound in my mind. My mind took me back to my school, St. Joseph's English Medium Convent School. I was in 8th grade. I was always fascinated by one game, and it was relay race game. How many of you know this game, relay race? Fine. A relay race is an event where a team of 4 athletes run on equal predetermined distances in a sprint race, each passing a rod-like object called the baton to the next person to continue the race. After watching this race, I couldn't resist myself to participate. I nominated my name for an inter-school competition. We had a practice match, and my PT teacher loudly called all those who nominated for the relay race. I lifted by my hand saying, I have nominated myself. As I said, and I started moving to participate in the race. Somebody from my back suddenly held my shoulder and shouted at me, come back, Karthik, come back. You are not fit to play this game. He was none other than the captain of relay race and my classmate Ranjit, who was tall, had a good physique, and my physique was like a matchstick. I was always scared in my childhood that somebody would use me as a matchstick to light their cigarette. I was so thin. He felt that he would lose the game if I get into his team because he judged me by seeing my physique. He pulled me back so hard that I was about to fall. I felt really bad, helpless, because I couldn't go against Ranjit because he was the star of the relay race. I started doubting myself and convinced myself that I am not eligible to play this game because Ranjit words had negative impact on me. I considered myself as a loser without even participating in the race. But my friend Navnit encouraged me to join his team. And we started to practice the game seriously. The moment in the practice sessions, I got to know that, yes, I can play this game. I am eligible to play this game. So what? I'm like a matchstick. I still have the stamina to run. So myself and Navnit started participating in the inter-school competition, and it was our first game. We gave our best in the first game, and we finally lost it. Though I had lost the match, but I won against my self-doubts. The doubts which were infused by Ranjit. Ranjit was the first person in my life who judged me and infused self-doubts in me. From then till now, I have come across dozens of people like Ranjit who have judged me whenever I have asked for an opportunity. Especially it has happened with me. I don't know why. I have been considered as an underdog whole of my life. And most of you might have faced people like Ranjit judging your potential based on baseless parameters without knowing your true potential. Whole of my life, there was one place where nobody judged me. And you know which was that place? It was the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. My mentors and my club members never judged me. They always pushed me beyond my limits. And all of us who have chosen this supportive environment, be happy that you are here in an environment where you are not being judged. But what we should do if we come across such negatively charged people who can negatively put you down with their negative spell, be strong to ignore their negativity. Believe in yourself. Your focus shouldn't be to take vengeance on such people. Your focus should be to work on your to improve on your true potential. And when you are ready to take charge, to show this world your true power, tell this world, come back. Here I am, the star of this galaxy. So I give back the baton to our Toastmaster of the day. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Wow, wow, wow. What an wonderful speech, Toastmaster Karthik. And I could vividly imagine everything you were connecting from Swarma to the line to your relay race. Awesome. Um, How the evaluation, I would love, I'm looking forward for your evaluation at the last. And so we have another speech today, and our second speaker is Toastmaster Sagar Duggal, and the evaluator will be Toastmaster Smurti S Mohanty. So Sagar's path is innovative planning. It's level 5 project number 2, The project name is Prepare to Speak Professionally. Project purpose is to speak for a longer duration of time, and the speech duration is 18 to 22 minutes. The speech title for Sagar Duggal speech is Rulebook. Sagar Duggal, Rulebook, Rulebook, Sagar Duggal. Over to you. Sagar, you're on mute.
All right, good evening, everyone. I highly encourage if you can turn on your camera so that I can see your lovely faces, your lovely smiles. Okay, so today I am representing a long speech as in 18 to 20 minutes of speech. And the idea behind this iconic yet a very simple writing is to resonate with everyone, as simple as that. And the speech title is Rulebook. And today I'll be talking about our rules of life, how to stay happy, how to stay calm, how to stay composed, and how to surround yourself, I would say, with tranquility and with peace. And believe me, I can vouch on this. This speech is for everyone. Either you're a male or a female, you're tall, short, if you're making more money, if you're making less money, if you're using iPhone, if you're using Android, either you are staying in tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 cities, any kind of a person you are, this entire long duration speech will be yours. Also, I would like to enunciate this fact that the entire information what I'm going to portray in the next 10, 15 minutes, maybe 18 minutes, is entirely on the basis of my experience, entirely on the basis of what I felt, what I absorbed, what I have seen, what I have listened, and what I actually feel about this world. So please allow me to walk you through with how we as a human being, how we can stay calm, happy, composed, and how we can find peace. All right, first thing first. Okay, first, wake up early in the morning. It is highly appreciable if you can wake up at 5 or 6 a.m. so that you can absorb the fresh air and watch the sun rising and spend a good me time. And believe me, if you wake up early in the morning, you will have ample amount of time for the entire day. And the chances of you, piling up the work would be relatively less. And another point is, if you wake up early in the morning, the next thing you can do is to, take care of your mind and soul. It means that either you can do the meditation or yoga, depending upon your choice. So what it does, it helps you in channelizing your energy and increase your focus. I would like to take a pause here, and I would like to talk more about yoga and meditation. I've observed, and if you have, I have observed in the recent times, in the last 5 years, I, I, I have observed that my attention, time span has been decreased of roughly, 50%. And I believe that down the line, as the advancement of the technology, if we are more, accustomed with the technology down the line, our attention time span, the chances are really high that it would plummet down the years also. So yoga and meditation really helps you in focusing on one thing. It also means that you can invest less time and get a more fruitful result in a similar time. Apart from this, I also encourage people, I urge people to, take care of your body as well in order to stay happy, in order to stay composed your entire lifetime. It means hitting the gym. And many of you, would, counter this part if I don't have time. If I don't have time, I can't, hit gym. I would I would suggest you start running. If you don't have a time for the running, I would suggest you to do some basic exercises at your place involving hardly 5 to 10 minutes of yours. So, if you wake up early in the morning, if you take care of your mind and the soul, if you take care of the body, nothing like it. And I can truly understand that many of you would be, thinking that, okay, I'm under depression. I'm not able to sleep the entire night. I have a debt of 50 lakh, 1 crore rupees. My partner ran away with someone. And then I have 10 children and they hardly let me sleep. I have a number of problems, Sagar. I can't do this. I can truly tell you on the basis of the little expertise or little experience I have, if you wake up early, take care of your mind, take care of your body, it will 200% streamline your day in a better way. The best part is it does not take money. All it takes is your discipline. Apart from this, I would also like to tell you another, another point which really helps you, or I would say which will really make your life easy. Learn basic maths. I'm sure you heard me right. Learn basic maths. I hope you guys are, learn basic maths. It means, profit loss percentage calculation. And if you invest, 100 rupees for a certain time, for a certain year, at a certain percentage, you will get a certain outcome. If you have the basic maths, it will make your life really easy. And in our case, what we do, we are so dependent on, and we are so, dependent on the applications and on the various forms that if I were to ask everyone who is present here, if you invest 1 lakh rupees right now in SIP and in FT, after 5 years at 9%, what amount you will get? It would be hard to calculate for majority of people out there. So if you have the basic math skill, icing on cake. Okay. And all right, moving forward, I would like to talk about another important part about human civilization, and I would say this is a curse on the human civilization, that is procrastination. Okay, raise of hand. Raise of hand. If you procrastinate a lot. Everyone, raise of hand. How many of you are a great procrastinator? All right, only 2, 3. I would say I'm the one. 4. Okay, there are 4 individuals over here. There are, okay, 5. Okay, tick. Okay. I truly believe that the entire, I truly believe that the reason of the procrastination lies in the basics. And there are 2 major reasons why we, as a human being, we procrastinate. Our reason number 1, if we don't have the answer of why. A small example here. If I ask you to wake up early in the morning, if you as an individual don't have a reason to wake up, there's no point of doing so, right? In this case, that you don't have a reason to in this case, you don't have a reason to wake up early in the morning. At the very same time, if I ask you to take care of your body, take care of your mind, or attend the Toastmaster meeting on a regular basis, if you don't have the reason, you won't attend the Toastmaster meeting, as simple as that. And the second reason, which I highly believe why we all procrastinate, is our lack of the outcome, or I would say lack of the vision. Small example here. If you're not very clear in your path or in your vision that why you're doing certain task and what kind of outcome you are expecting out of it. It's it's 200% certain that will it's 200% certain that you will procrastinate. And so and now so in a nutshell, it is highly recommended, or I would say I encourage everyone. I highly encourage everyone in order to get rid of the procrastination. Always have the answer why, and always have the vision or the outcome of doing a certain task. Another thing, or I would say another rule book of our life. But before that, I would like to talk about a very important point here. Okay, so far we talked about the time. So far we talked about the human body waking up early in the morning, procrastination. And now I would like to talk about a very, I would say, common phenomena which everyone come across with. In Hindi, we usually say, "Aisa laga mujhe." I assume this. In English, we say, "I assume this." In Hindi, we usually say, "Mujhe aisa laga, aap aise hi the." In a relationship, that's a very common phenomena. I would say the common reason why people fight, either it's a husband-wife relationship, or it's a father-son, or it's a mother-son relationship, that we as a human being we as a human being, we assume a lot. And if you believe the same, you can type yes in the comment section, else you can raise your hand. As a human being, do you believe that do you believe that we assume a lot? Raise of hand. And rather than clarifying the entire information, and we make certain assumption about the people, about the situation, about the places. All right, thank you so much, everyone. Okay, I would like to give a small example here to prove my point. If you ask me, Sagar, what kind of phone you like, if I mention that I don't like Android, 100%, I don't like Android. It does not mean that I don't like Android because it's cheap, because it's like common, or it is very slow in the performance. At the very same time, I like iPhone. The reason is very simple, because I have MacBook Air, I have the Apple Watch, and the iPhone would blend itself in the entire Apple ecosystem. At the very same time, Android would not. And the reason is that apart from this, there's no other reason. So if I don't like the Android phone, it doesn't mean that it's cheap, easily available, commonly available, or slow in the performance. So it is highly recommendable. It is a very common exercise, and before making any assumption about any individual, highly appreciative that if you can approach the person and ask the same thing. Apart from this, if I would also like to talk about another very important point on the basis of my little knowledge about life, is it's a very common notion, by the way. And okay, it's a very it's a very common notion, and I would say common dialogue we usually hear, that situations are bad, people are not. And show of hands if you have listened to this, a number of times in the past, situations are bad, people are not. Show of hands, everyone. All right. I am telling you, I'm highly against this phenomena, truly against 200%. I'll tell you the reason why. If an X person is trying to pushing my limit again and again, if an X person is, I would say, torturing me physically, mentally, or, and emotionally. Uh, 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 at the first time, I can understand it. At the first time, I can understand. At the first time, I can understand it might be a mistake. And if the same happens second time, I can still understand it might be a mistake. But if it is happening again and again consecutively, it's a pattern of the person. In this case, situation is absolutely fine. The people are bad. So, and apart from this, apart from this, uh, in order to close my craft, I would like to end my craft with a very small dialogue, and after that, stage will be open for everyone to add something. Uh, and and also it's a very common information floating out there in the market that and also I'm a true believer of this information is people can lie even if people can lie even if they cry. And please stop being manipulated from the crocodile tears. And another rule book of the life, I repeat myself here, people can lie uh, even if they cry. And stop being manipulated from the crocodile tears. I mean, this is what I believe. This is what I've experienced, in my life. And with this, I mean, it was a small information about the life, about the rule book of the life. And as I have a minute or two in my hand, I would like to open the stage for everyone. I would like to open the stage for everyone. Please unmute yourself if you feel the same, if you have any uh, uh, if you have any comments to make or any other thing like over to everyone. Like I have 1 minute in my hand. Over to everyone. Uh, if anyone would like to add something in this, uh, uh, I mean, in this entire context. All right, all right, all right.
I have something, Sagar, actually to I can see the chat. Noor is saying I have been constantly adding in the chat. So basically, yeah, I loved the concept of your rule book, to lead a peaceful life, how you should go through. And I would say that sometimes it's also minding your own business. We at times compare ourselves a lot.
Overlooking things.
Yeah, we overlook, we compares. Um, in the era of social media, we always see that, yeah, somebody is better than us, somebody is, far ahead of us in terms of financial health or, you know, XYZ. That comparison, if we remove, and when we compare ourselves, our past, um, and our present self, then I think we reach that
Yes, yes.
peace in our life, and we are way ahead in making sound decisions.
Yes, yes, absolutely right. Thank you so much for adding this particular point. So, in a nutshell, thank you so much, Rahul. So, in a nutshell, waking up early in the morning and taking your so in a nutshell, waking up early in the morning, taking care of your mind, taking care of your body, learn the basic maths, avoid the procrastination, and uh, and don't assume. All these pointers can really play a pivotal role. Can really play a pivotal role in living a happy life. Uh, and with this, I would like to hand over the stage to the Toastmaster of the day. Over to you, Toastmaster Rahul.
Thank you so much for uh, an amazing speech, and congratulations for speaking for such a long duration. Amazing to hear that. And we'll be waiting for your evaluation at the end. Meanwhile, timer Pushpak, do we have any disqualifications for the speeches?
Yes, for the first project, time taken was 7 minutes 57 seconds.
Okay. All right. Thank you for updating that. And here we are uh, going to take a break for 10 minutes. So I want everyone to come
Toastmaster
back.
Rahul, we will
Yeah.
not be going ahead with the break. We will
Okay.
be following up with the table topic.
All right. I saw in the agenda that there was a break, so
Yeah, I
I thought,
understand, but we are behind
yeah.
the agenda, so I
All
request
right.
you to please continue.
Sure. So coming to the table topic uh, of the day today, I would request table topic master. So today's table topic master is Punith C K. Punith is a non-fictional book enthusiast, which resonates with our theme, and is dedicational practitioner of getting David Allen's Getting Things Done method, and a prominent ex-com member at Toastmaster in the Nagar Pride. Um, so Puneet, um, please take over the stage for table topic of the day today.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul. By the way, welcome you all to the table topic session. As the theme says, read today to lead tomorrow. In table topic session, we practice our impromptu speaking skills to improve communication, leads teams like a boss, and ease interviews. With enough practice, who knows, maybe one day we will even be wittier than Shah Rukh Khan and Toastmaster Nur Muhammad. Table topics helps train members to quickly organize and express their thoughts. Here how it goes. I will call member, they will unmute. I give a topic, I will repeat the topic twice. Or you yeah, I will repeat the topic, and after that you speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Here guests may also participate. Due to the time constraints, I won't be able to cover all the speakers, but I try to cover more. To do that, I need your help. We should stick to the time. To do that, we have the timer, and each speaker will get 1 to 2 minutes of time. You need to speak a minimum of 1 minute and maximum of 2 minute 30 seconds to qualify for polling. Green card will be shown at 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red card at second minute. You will get an additional 30-second grace time to wrap up your speech by 2 minute 30 seconds. I hope we will have 5 to 10 table topics, and this table topics will be evaluated by table topic evaluator. Today's table topic evaluator is Toastmaster Mukund Joshi. Mukund Joshi. Toastmaster Mukund, are you there?
Yes, Punit, I am there.
Okay, thank you for confirming. Now, now it is time to call our first the speaker, and the first speaker I would like to take is Toastmaster. The Ankur. Yes, Ankur is here. Hey, Ankur. Okay. Like I'm going to give you a topic. The topic is just a second. If you could read only, if you could only read one book for the rest of your life, what would it be? I repeat again. If you could only read one book for the rest of your life, what would it be? Over to you, Toastmaster Ankur.
Thanks for the topic. Uh, I am an avid reader and have read a lot of books. But one book, the first, with which I started, still remains close to my heart. I have read books on philosophy, I have read books on psychology, I read a lot on business, self-help, and different variations as per the needs which I feel at the time I am interested in. But the one that's closest to my heart is Think and Grow Rich. The book does not just talk about how to make money or how to get rich, but in every chapter, it tries to give a new view to look at life. Various chapter, it tries to program the subconscious of the reader so that they can not only visualize things physically, but in mentally also. The book tries that to appeals to the user that they not only try to go after money, but also towards peace, towards happiness, and towards calmness. Why I would love and why would I like to suggest this book to everybody, and everybody who's yet trying to start reading after a great deal of introduction and motivation by TMOD today, I would highly recommend this book. It is a easy to read book and has been, I guess, around there for 100 years, and would be a lovely read for those who want to start. It would give you various tips, and I assure you it's not going to be boring at any point of time, because it tries to change the theme in every chapter it goes. So yes, with that, I would like to stop my speech with one book that I will hold closest to my heart, which is Think and Grow Rich. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ankur. When I asked this question to myself, no book came except a cookbook. I think after you mentioned that book, I thought this is one book, the where it covers the most aspects of the life. By even I'm thinking of taking that book if I get a chance. Thank you. Now with that, let's move on to the next the speaker. I would like to call Bindu Joseph. Bindu Joseph, are you there? Would you like to try a topic? Okay.
Yes, I was just driving, just got off my bike. Shoot.
Okay. Are you able to take a topic, or will you take topic
Yeah, I
later?
can take it.
Okay. Sure. The topic for you is, what is more effective, reading leadership books or learning by binge watching documentaries? I repeat again, what is more effective, reading leadership books or learning by binge watching documentaries? To you.
Well, let's say that's a double-edged question, because first of all, I'm not into leadership. Absolutely not into leadership. So to conceptualize myself reading leadership books or even watching documentaries of, let's say, anything leadership related, no, that would be a big no. In fact, I had joined a leadership club and found that, yes, it did not match. It didn't vibe. I am not a leader. But conceptually, you're talking about basically, do you like virtual knowledge, virtual information, virtual education versus actual reading? Now, I think that I've gone through both phases. I went through a phase in the past where I couldn't even imagine the concept of getting information, getting entertainment, getting knowledge through the virtual media. But then came COVID. Yes, it introduced me to the life of Zoom, the life of online learning. I mean, a lot of our courses became certificate courses that you could apply online. And I found my resistance wearing off. I am at this point on an equal summit. I feel both have its own benefits. The virtual world will give me an opportunity to do more. And because I can multitask, like you see now, I just got off my bike and I'm attending a Toastmasters meeting on the way home. And at the same time, the reading, actual physical reading, that is never going to go out of fashion. That's the thing that really stimulates your brain cells, that keeps it alive, that delays Alzheimer's. Why would you ever want to get rid of that? So to summarize, both are equally valuable to me. Back to you, Puneet.
Thank you, Bindu. I definitely resonate with you. When I started watching documentaries, I thought this is going to be future, but there are still some days I feel that there are, when I was reading a book, the kind of feeling that I get reading the book on my own speed, that I won't get it with the documentaries. Thank you for sharing your thoughts on this topic. With this, let us move on to the next speaker. Shall I call Gaurav? Toastmaster is a Toastmaster. Toastmaster Gaurav.
He's
Okay.
not in the meeting.
Okay. Shall I try? Shall I ask Ashwini?
No, we can go with people who are on the camera, I think.
Yes. Shall I ask Lutz? May I know whether you're a guest or visiting
Yes,
Toastmaster?
of course, no problem. I'm a
Am I
Toastmaster here.
am I pronouncing your name correctly? Lutz, can I?
Lutz is correct, yes.
Yes. Hey Lutz, where are you from?
I'm from Germany and I'm a member there in 3 Toastmasters clubs.
Okay, got it. Thank you and welcome to the Gabbys Toastmasters.
Great to
Now,
be here.
for you, the topic is imagine leading a country based solely on knowledge from children's book. Which one and why? Imagine leading a country based solely on knowledge from a children's book. Which one and why? Over to you.
Sorry, could you just repeat it a third time?
Okay, I type that the topic too. I repeat again. Imagine leading a country based solely on knowledge from a children's book. Which book do you prefer and why?
How beautiful is a country in a description of a book? But why is it so? Because the writer of the book describes a country that he wants to show us, or that she wants to show us. And in children's books, these countries are very often constructed from fantasy. And this is very close to my answer. I would prefer a country which never exists, or it may exist in our mind. It's a country called Fantasia, and it's described in the wonderful book, The Never-Ending Story, by the German writer Michael Ende. There is a description of the country Fantasia, which only consists because we have dreams, we have fantasies, and we have imaginations of places where we want to be, or of persons we want to meet. And only our fantasies can help to let this country exist. So come with me on a trip to Fantasia from the book, The Never-Ending Story. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lutz. What a take. I think the best way to the show the ideal leader is to the fantasize and share with the stories. That's what the children books are doing. They say the Robin Hood, the Phantom. We can idealize them as a the leader. Now let's move on to the next speaker. Shall I call Nur Mohammed? Toastmaster
Yes, Punith.
Nurma.
Yes, I'm here. Go ahead.
Now, the topic is, can reading your friend's text message count as reading today to lead better? I repeat again, can reading your friend's text message count as reading today to lead better? Over to you.
Thank you, Table Topics Master, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. A very good evening to you all. Whenever I read the text messages from my friends, believe me, it's all some sort of a joke. If I implement even one text message, all of you will kick me out of this meeting room, because the kind of text messages which I get are so horrible in nature that I cannot even quote one of those text messages here. Believe me, it's not safe for work, not safe for Toastmasters meeting. However, there are some people who give free gyan. Every morning, I get a message, a very inspirational message. Like, for example, today I got a message that leaders are followers. Right? How many of you think leaders are followers? It's quite contrary, right? It's quite oxymoron. But unless the idea here is, unless you don't learn how to obey orders, you cannot be a leader. It's very important to know the value of obeying so that you can lead. The other text message which I recently got was from my wife. Let's forget about friends. Let's talk about my wife. My wife sends me inspirational messages every morning, along with her prayer messages, which she sends me. He's so committed to sending these messages that every morning, 6 a.m., I get on the correct hit of the 6, I get a message. Now, today's message, let me read from this thing. I forgot about it, as you all know that I don't remember my wife's messages, but I will read her. No matter how good you are, if you are in the wrong place, you are worthless. Now, this was a message which she sent me today, and with the Denzel Washington photo on. Right? Now, how many of you believe this? No matter how good you are, if you are in the wrong place, you're worthless. A lot of people can relate to it, right? So I believe it. So my wife is always right. And back to you, Till Topic Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nur Mohammed. What the impactful message came out. Leaders are followers. And sometimes we get a free GAN from the text messages. Sometimes that may lift the mood for that day. And for me, it is challenging because it is not easy to understand the emojis and the silos that I mentioned in the text messages. That can make the better leader to creating the empathy, to learning empathy. With that, let us move to the next speaker. I would like to call the Toastmaster Yogita raised hand. Shall I call Toastmaster Yogita? Hi, Yogita. Are you able to unmute?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Yogita, for you, the topic is describe how reading a restaurant menu could make someone a better leader. I repeat again. Describe how reading a restaurant menu could make someone a better leader. Over to you, Yogita.
I generally visit restaurants during weekends, and it's my favorite thing to do. I love eating and I love reading. And when I compile both of them, there comes the food menu. Now, when I go through the food menu, there are so many dishes. Now, how do they make you a better leader is the question. First thing first, choosing the right dish for yourself is a quality which not everyone has. Like, for example, my husband. He will take me to any place I want, anytime I want, but he will not be able to decide whatever he wants. Yeah. So I am a better leader that way, is that I know what I want and where I want. Leaders should have their quality of judgments, that they should know what they are doing and at what place they are doing. Second place, money comes first. No matter how rich you are, you always know that you have to keep a check on your pockets, isn't it? Toastmaster Punith. But then I wonder, my husband comes with, there are many of my friends who just wave off, oh, come on, we're having a feast. You can enjoy, you can do whatever you want. But when the bill comes and the host has to pay, you just have to look at their faces, and their faces is all, oh my God, I didn't actually mean that you have to eat whatever you want to. So leaders also have to check with the resources. And for that, the best solution is I'll go with whatever the host is allowing me or whatever the host orders. I love the host. So, yes, these are the two leadership qualities which I have developed reading the food menus by combining my two favorite activities, that is, reading and eating. And trust me, it has come handy in all the spheres of my life, be it in Toastmasters, be it in my personal life, and be it in anywhere else. So, next time, whenever you visit the restaurant, be sure to check the time, the quality, and the amount that you're spending there. All right, that's it from my end. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yogita. When I asked this question to myself, nothing came to my mind. And what a take. We can learn quickly making a decision. Second one is efficiently using the resources. Thank you for your take. Thank you sharing your thoughts. Now let's move on to the next speaker. I would like to call guest Amit. Amit, are you there?
Yeah, I'm available here.
Okay, for you, the topic is can reading can read can reading clear our minds and help us make better decision. I repeat again, can reading clear our minds and help us make better decisions? Over to you, Amit.
Okay. So interesting topic. Yeah, brain is like most powerful part of body. If you can control it in a way, if you can control in a way, uh, if you can tame your mind according what you want, then you will be able to achieve what you are trying to accomplish. Yeah, now coming to reading your brain to make a decision. So you can have you can, let's say, if you want to make a choice, you can think of what could be the what could happen in the worst case, uh, what could happen in a best scenario, and yeah, this can lead to eradicate your fear. We can think of worst case scenario, and if that worst case scenario does not impact our life, then we don't have to worry about it. So yeah, reading your brain can help you to take a better decision. Yeah.
Thank you, guest Amit, for a good attempt. Somewhere I agree with your thoughts too. The brain has a superpower. It just need a data to understand and take a better decision. Unless we read the books of fiction book where they reveal the climax at the end. Now, shall I? Anyone would like to try the table topic? Can quickly raise your hand. I can call you. Okay, Toastmaster Manvi. Can someone be the timer for Toastmaster Manvi?
I'll do that.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Yogita. Manvi, for you, the topic is: would you follow a leader who gets all their leadership advice from fortune cookies? I repeat again. Would you follow a leader who gets all their leadership advice from fortune cookies? Over to you.
I'm not sure about what exactly a leader should be, how exactly a leader should be, and what all qualities a leader should have. But what I know is, personally, would never prefer following any single individual because, after all, we all are humans, right? We all make mistakes. What if I follow specific mistake that a person made? and I made it huge and made the same mistake. Won't I be affected? Obviously, I will. So instead of following someone, go with your what exactly your mind says. Go with what your intuition says, and we do have inspirations in our life. May it be leaders, may it be from the maybe from our family, maybe from there are multiple humans whom we get inspired from. The name that from yesterday, a name is actually in the news, late Mr. Ratan Tata. And I saw n number of stories, n number of posts. No doubt, every single individual is a great leader. But when it comes to following someone blindly, I'm not someone who use ever follow. I'm not someone who will follow, and I'm not someone who ever will go what exactly any of the individual is doing. Because as I said, we all make mistakes. Even if I go with my intuitions, I can make mistakes. But when I will make mistake on my own, I will learn from it. I'll not blame anyone that I did it by seeing him or her. I'll not blame anyone this happened because of him or her. And I, instead of blaming, regretting, will have a life lesson where I'll not make that specific mistake ever in my life. So instead of following my dear friends and Toastmasters and guests, go with what your intuition says. Go with, even if you want to make mistakes, go with it. As we say, Toastmasters even is a place where leaders are made. And we never follow any single individual. We practice. We implement what we are told. And that's how we somewhere or the other go from step 1 to step 10 to step 100. And these steps are actually never ending. So instead of following anyone leader to the table topic master, I will make my own mistakes. I will go with my intuitions, and that's what I will be doing in my life. Thank you so much.
Sorry for the timing device failure. It's exactly on point, 2 minutes 30 seconds. I'm so sorry. And nonetheless, she qualified.
She qualified. Okay. Congratulations, Toastmaster Manvi. Thank you, Toastmaster Yogita.
All right. Yeah. Uh, Table
Yeah,
Talk Master Puneet, do we have other topics, or like can we conclude now?
yeah. I think I will conclude now. Wind up
Sure.
the table topic session.
All
Okay.
right. Amazing.
By the way,
Awesome. Yeah.
thank you. Okay, I will come to you. I will hand over the stage back to you in a minute.
Sure.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manvi, for what an unique take. Actually, sometimes relying on our unique experience. That is the first-hand experience where we felt with your own senses. That would act as the better data than relying on someone's experience, someone's words. Your topic made me think about it. Thank you for that. And the interesting part of table topic sessions are we get to see the different perspectives you never thought of. And the same happened today. I hope you have your own takeaways from this session too. And with this, uh, I hand over the stage back to tabletop, sorry, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Rahul. Over to you, Toastmaster Rahul.
Thank you, Table Talk Master Puneet, for successfully concluding and giving the table topics to the audience. Um, also, timer. Sorry. Do we have any disqualification for Table Talk Master?
No, Toastmaster Rahul, we don't have any disqualification in the table topic session.
All right. Okay. So let's go ahead with our theme, and I would like to discuss. Host, can you please enable my screen sharing? I would like to tell you something regarding reading. So, in the first session, we saw how reading is important and how you can start inculcating Now I would like to tell you how we can also implement what we have read in our day-to-day life and actually learn what we read and not forget that. Um, can somebody help me in screen sharing? I think it is disabled.
Please try now.
Yeah. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes.
Awesome. So here I have something for you. We can all read and remember what we actually read from any book by this small simple acronym. It's called FASTER. It is first thing is F for forget. Means that you need to forget what you actually know as of now about that particular topic. You need to forget three things here. You need to forget the topic that you are reading. Whatever you know till now, you have to forget that. And you should have that, you know, child brain while you are reading that without any judgment. And you should also forget your distractions. Means you have to forget what's on your table right now or in few minutes or what you have to do today. That's why I suggest you to read first thing in the morning. Third thing, you need to forget about anything which comes in your mind, any thought which is distracting you, just write it down and forget that. And only concentrate on reading your book. Second acronym is A for act. You also need to act while you are reading. Means if you are actively engaging or you're speaking while you are reading that book or sentence, then chances are more to learn and remember that. You can be active by speaking or by writing some small notes or by highlighting the text in the textbook, but do not highlight everything, then everything will become important. Next acronym is S. S for state. From state, what I mean is what is your state? Whether you are feeling excited, sad, angry, sick, surprised, happy, unhappy, bored. You have to be in an excited and receiving state of mind. So your state should be uh, happy, excited, enthusiastic to learn. That's it. That will enhance your learning capability. Then another acronym is teach. If you want to read and remember that for a longer period, you can also teach it to others, be it your colleague, be it your spouse, children, family members, etc. etc. Third, another tip is to enter. So you need to enter whatever you read in any notebook so that you are able to remember it. Next and the last tip is to review. You have to review after reading, maybe soon after reading that book, you can recall in your brain what can I remember from the textbook. Or you can remember, you need to recall immediately after reading. Then second recall you need to do at the end of the day or the next day. And third recall you need to do after a week what you read. This way it will the information will last in your long term memory, not in your short term memory. So this was a small presentation, and I wanted to share that this way you can recall whatever you are reading for a very long period of time, and you can absolutely you need to implement also after reading. I hope it is helpful to everyone. So let's move to the evaluation part of the meeting. So I would like to call upon our uh, evaluator, our first evaluator, Anna Jurisova.
Rahul,
Can give it to the general evaluator. She
Yeah,
will take it
okay.
up.
All right, sure. So I would like to call upon General Evaluator Jaspreet Kaur to take upon the evaluation uh, introduction. Yeah.
thanks a lot, Toastmaster Rahul. So now let's reflect on how each speaker, evaluator, and role taker today embodied or will embody in the next few minutes to come the theme of the meeting in their approach, how they are dealing with their particular role, pushing us closer to becoming the leaders that we aspire to be. I would begin by inviting the first prepared speech evaluator, Toastmaster Anna Jurisova. Anna Jurisova is the area director B3 Slovakia and the president of the Toastmasters of Bratislava. She has been with Toastmasters for around 15 years, and now she is a regular role taker for the Gabbys meetings as well. Over to you, Toastmaster Anna.
Today with Toastmaster Karthik, I had very interesting experience. He used a lot of local words and games, and I would like to introduce him minestrone soup. It's from Italy because that's what his speech reminded me of. That's regarding the style, and also he fulfilled the objective to show us different types of humors and humorous speeches. Let's go into the soup a little bit more, then I would continue with the speed of light and contest mode. Why I am going around the bush a little bit with this evaluation, because what I noticed, it really depends, as our moderator said, what mood you are in. And if you are in a contest mood, who here is in a contest mood? I am preparing for this Saturday, one of the last area contests we had, and my flat became a headquarter with all the certificate and prizes, also a lot of Indian tea. So I am definitely in the mood, and it's very relatable. What he connected was them and they, which is a very philosophical concept. Then he told us about the breeze, about his participation in the race, jumping the queue. However, if you listen closely, there was one underlying message which I understood as a stay in your lane, not so fast, or come back. That was the underlying message. I got a little bit lost in all of these parts as we have in minestrone soup. It's an Italian soup where you put everything that you have at home. And it can be very tasty, but you have to be in the mood to eat it. Toastmaster Yogita could tell us because she is our restaurant expert. And therefore, I would advise a little bit of caution and just put fewer ingredients into the speech, and he can then use it for more speeches because the ideas are fantastic. This them and they dichotomy, don't care about what people tell you because you could be qualified even if you look like a matchstick. He used very interesting analogies. And there was an underlying message, stay in your lane. It's not possible in Bangalore if you know the traffic, but in some German cities, they are very careful about these rules. And therefore, I would advise to streamline it a little bit and put there fewer ingredients for the next speech, and it would be even more impactful because it was at the speed of light. And you can actually, with your voice and with your mood, regulate this even within your audience. So I believe everybody now woke up, even if it's evening at your place, and we can start all night shift. If you have some report to finish as our accountants, then definitely this speech put you in the right mood. And now I am going back to our moderator or general evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anna, for your evaluation, your eye for detail, and the wonderful tasty soup that you offered to all of us. Thank you very much. Now, Speaker Toastmaster Karthik, just few things that I actually note down. You made me write it down. I did not want to. We had an evaluator, but you forced me to do that. Number one, the speech was good, although lightning of, speed for ideas. So excess of everything is bad. That's okay. But the speech was good. I loved your vocal variety, loved your body language, even loved your eye for detail that you came up with. Now, the project was engage your audience with humor. I think whether it was Surf, Tide, or whatever friend and this and that you did, it was like one after the other. We were on a drive, a ride along with you. You did justice to the project objective. Now, one thing which I want to appreciate, because I was just thinking, where is it all leading us to, one after the other? The beauty of the speech that I personally liked was that you actually brought it, that friend, and then everything ultimately brought it back to Toastmasters, to Gabbys, a place which is home to all of us, where we are not judged, and so on and so forth. So that, because I was wondering, what moral are you going to give to the speech? So that probably came up as a moral or a lesson or something that anyone who's listening could take it away. So this is one very good thing. Just one recommendation that I had for you, Karthik, the placement of the laptop. You've got a good physique. Your speech had a good body language. The last gesture was good. Only thing is the laptop was placed low and so your shoulders were slouched. Just that one thing. Otherwise, it was okay. Thank you very much. A big round of applause for both the evaluator and the speaker. Now we move on to evaluator 2. So I would like to call upon the second evaluator, that is Toastmaster S Mohanty. Toastmaster Smruti was a sales manager by profession and a certified soft skills trainer by interest. After almost a decade, she is now a full-time management student by the virtue of time. She joined Toastmasters to sharpen her public speaking skills, which I am not sure why she did so, because she already has wonderful public speaking skills. I think she is a wonderful person at heart and a very experienced Toastmaster. She understands the nuances of Toastmasters meeting absolutely in detail, the contests and so on. So over to you, Toastmasters Smruti.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Delivering a long speech, long itself is quite boredom. It brings a lot of curiosity. At the same time, it brings a lot of risk on the speaker's shoulder, because it is the speaker's responsibility to make sure things are happening well in time. Toastmaster Sagar, with your long speech of rule book, you tried to maintain the engagement with audience and you did justice to the project which you have taken. So I must appreciate that delivering a longer speech with the skills needed, that is the pointers, you had everything in place, you met the project objective. It takes a lot to deliver a long speech, a lot of preparedness, a lot of research to the same. The facts or the figures which highlighted the most, first you started by stating the speech is for everyone. You had your disclaimer in place. You also said this is from my experience and exposure. You also highlighted the expectations for the audience, that with this expectation you can listen to my speech. Kudos on those lines. You had audience engagement where you asked them questions by using the chat box or by raising the hand as well. You met all tick fine boxes which were needed to engage and to deliver a long speech. But as I said, it is the responsibility of the speaker to deliver a longer speech. So let me highlight certain things which might help you when you go ahead with your further longer speech. Again, a disclaimer from my experience and little exposure which I have. First thing first, as a speaker, when we say certain factual representation or give certain factual representation that I am 200% sure about the same,
Can we sensitize those facts with certain sources? Is there certain source which made you think that if you do XYZ, then procrastination will not happen? If you do YABC, then depression or this nervousness or the humor part which I've added will not be there. First thing first, try to bring certain facts. It will also help you to bring certain credibility to your answer. So that is first thing from my end. Second, sometimes we do expect people to have certain question. You kept the room open before the green light so that people can jump in. How about next time for a longer speech, let's come with certain leading questions. Now, what leading question and how it will help? Leading question will help us to make optimal usage of our time, and leading question will also give some food for thought to the audience to be more engaged with you. Do you deliver a very beautiful speech? However, in a nutshell, if we can bring certain factual representation to our fact, it will help to bring credibility, and a leading question will help you to have more engagement to the audience. Overall, it was a good attempt on giving a longer speech. However, have a better preparation next time on limiting it to the last moment. You're gonna nail it because we all admire your speaking skill. Thank you so much. I wish you good luck. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Evaluator Toastmaster Smriti. Just one recommendation that I have for Toastmaster Sagar is, although it was a big speech, a long one, very long one, but at times I felt you were reading. There was something which you could have made notes or something, but then let it not come up on screen. So I would just want you to go back to the recording and just check this particular nuance that I'm talking about. Because it is, when you are giving such a long speech, you're actually talking about your journey, something that you've grown up with, something that you've experienced. So there, it should not be that you are actually reading. That should not happen. Otherwise, kudos to you for delivering a wonderful speech. A big round of applause for both the speaker and the evaluator. Thank you very much. Next, we move on to the table topic evaluator, Toastmaster Mukund Joshi. Toastmaster Mukund is a finance professional working for Cape Gemini as a director. He is currently the Vice President Education of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. He loves reading, public speaking, and currently he is learning golf. Over to you, Toastmaster Mukund Joshi.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. I hope I am audible.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, thank you. Okay, the first topic was by Ankur. Ankur, you are a newbie to the Toastmasters, but I have to tell you that the speech that you gave today was a picture perfect speech. I really mean every word of what I say. You started off with taking a stand. You were saying that I am an avid reader. I have read this, I have read that, everything. But this one book has created an impression in my mind forever. Your topic was, if you could read only one book in your life, what would it be? And you totally justified that particular topic. You gave proper reasons, not money, but peace and calm is what this book brings to you. Now that message was very clearly there in your speech, and there was also a closure wherein you brought back whatever you said in your body and in your opening, in your closure of your speech. Very well done. I really don't have any suggestions. Looks like you are a pro in public speaking. Hats off to you, Ankur. Now, going to the next speaker, Bindu Joseph. Bindu, what reading leadership books or binge watching documentaries? Which of these two help you in becoming a good leader? You first started off by saying that this is like a double-edged topic, right? It has got nothing to do with leadership. You tried doing this, but you weren't successful. But then you changed tack a little bit, saying that both have their own benefits. And then you finally summarize saying that, both have their own benefits and each one can take what they want to take. So I got a little bit of contradiction with what you started and with what you ended. I might be wrong here, given the time of listening that I had with your speech. This was something that I could make of from your speech. It would have been great if you could have come on camera as well. But hats off to you. Getting off your bike and giving a 2-minute speech is a skill which I would love to have in myself. Excellent topic, excellent take on that. Now, coming to the third speaker, let's imagine leading a country based solely from the knowledge that you get from a children's book. I think this was the topic, if I'm reading it correctly. It was an excellent speech, Mr. Lutz. You described how a country should be. You described a country which showed us, which could come us from a children's book, right? You actually gave a name to your country, Fantasia, or something like that. And you even gave the name of the writer. You wish that book had been written by a German writer. Well done. If at all you had brought just a couple of sentences about that country, which could reflect the purity in a child's mind, that would have been really fantastic. It would have really enhanced, because here we are talking about children, and then we are talking about children's books, and then a country which comes out of those children's books. So something to do with children and their way of thinking. If that had come out in your speech, it would have been great. This is my personal opinion. And the second request I would have to you is, if you could have looked at the camera while you were speaking, it would have been great. So these are the two excellent speech and excellent take on the topic. Then we have the fourth speaker, which is Noor Muhammad. Noor, a humor, a message, and a dig at your wife. All in one speech. Only you could have done it. No one else is capable of doing this. Only you. And there was a message, a humor in terms of how you cannot quote what your friends say, a message where you are saying how leaders should also be followers, and then a dig at your wife saying, no matter what, wife is always right. This is something that only you could have done. Hats off. I'm still waiting for that day when you will come on camera and your speech. Speaker 5, Yogita. Yogita, I think eating and reading relating to leadership. I think that is what the topic overall was, how eating and reading can be related to leadership. And I think you really took a very good take on that. You said you came out with two leadership qualities, right? One is how you will help choose your husband the right dish, and how you will keep track of the resources. And you even brought in humor by saying you can't look at the faces of the people on the table when they are asked to make the payment. The humor was also there, but you said resources come first, money comes first. Excellent take on the topic. Well done. Then we have our guest speaker, Amit. Amit, I think since you're a guest and I'm assuming you're doing this for the first time, very interesting. You started off by giving your opinion on the topic, saying interesting topic, how a brain is more powerful, but if you control it, then you can achieve things and you can eradicate. A very good take for a new person. If only you were on the camera, that would have been great. And the last speaker, Manvi. Manvi, you took a very solid stand. You indirectly said that even Ratan Tata can't influence you in no matter what. You would always go with your intuition, and so that you don't have to blame others, but you can blame only your own self. And you even brought in the Toastmasters logo, which says Toastmasters where leaders are made, in your speech. Very well done. Thank you so much. I had a great time listening to you people speak and making notes here. Thank you, and back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Evaluator, Toastmaster Mukund Joshi. I always love your evaluations. Whenever you are the evaluator, I love it because you are an experienced Toastmaster. Nothing much I can say. You just very quickly summed up everything. And as I always say, this role of a TTE is a race against time, and you are a winner in that race. So kudos to you for that. Now, when we are talking about the table topics, let's have the table topic master as well, so that I can do the evaluation for him, Toastmaster Punith. Can we just spotlight him? Yes, Toastmaster Punith, you are a seasoned Toastmaster. I believe that, thoroughly believe that. And that shows in the relaxed and the mature approach in which you conducted the entire, from the beginning till the end, you were very, very relaxed. I love that. Now, in the beginning, you explained your role of the Toastmaster, of a table topic master, really very well. Okay. And then the kind of topics you came up with, variety of topics was there, which again were very good. Your concluding sentences were on point. So that brought in a connection with the speakers. Just one recommendation, Toastmaster Punith, which is these are table topics. It's a topic you need to give. Don't give a long sentence. At times there were even 2 sentences. So they made you repeat it again and again. So that is not, you can just compress it and give the same thing as a topic. Otherwise, it was a session really very well conducted. Congratulations for doing that. A big round of applause for Toastmaster Punith. Thank you so much, Toastmaster. Let's move on to the TAGL team now. And to begin with, we have Toastmaster Manvi, the timer, the replacement of the timer. So Toastmaster Manvi Kumar is a biotechnologist turned into psychology enthusiast. She's been a Toastmaster since January 2020 and is currently serving as an area director in District 124. Over to you, Toastmaster Manvi. Please give the timer's report.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guest presenter. I hope my screen is visible. Can I get a thumbs up?
Yes,
Thank you
yes,
so
yes.
much. So I'll keep it very crisp. The first speaker took 7 minutes and 57 seconds, and the only disqualification in the meeting today, all others are qualified. I'll be pasting my my timer report in the chat box for everyone's reference. That was all from my side. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manvi. Now, one thing that your report is perfect as all your work done is. So one thing I would like to tell or say for her is thanks a lot, Toastmaster Manvi, for pitching in at the right moment when the timer Toastmaster Pushkar had to just rush off due to some urgency. The takeover happened really very smoothly, absolutely wonderful, totally seamlessly. Kudos to you for that. Thank you very much. Now we move on to the R counter for the day, that is Toastmaster Suchita. Toastmaster Suchita, please present the R counters report.
Yeah, thank you, General Evaluator. I'm going to share my screen. Please confirm if my screen is visible.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So I heartily congratulate to Toastmaster Karthik, Toastmaster Bindu, and Manvi for no filler words. This is my report. Rest of the report I'm going to share in chat box. Thank you, General Evaluator.
All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Suchita. Now, just one thing, there could be a reason behind your not switching on the video, but then when we are there in a role, we need to do that. Otherwise, it's okay if there was some reason for that. And the other thing is that Toastmaster Suchita, I could not see all the names in the list. Not all the role takers were there in the list. So could you just check that as well? Because these are minute things that we need to take care of. Certain role takers are not there. I could not see the complete list. Now with this, we move on to the grammarian, that is Toastmaster Shubham. Over to you, Toastmaster Shubham.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Share my screen. Okay. So today's word of the day was vivid. Vivid meaning having or producing a strong, clear picture in mind. It was used by Toastmaster Jaspreet Kaur, Toastmaster Yogita, Toastmaster Rahul, and guest Amit Ranjan. Good uses in the meeting. Avid, which means very enthusiastic about something, usually a hobby, Toastmaster Rahul. Embodying, to be a very good example of something, Toastmaster Jaspreet. Gush, to flow out suddenly and in a great quantity, Toastmaster Karthik. Oxymoron, A phrase that combines two words that seem to be the opposite of each other, such as defining silence. Guess no. Acronym, a word or abbreviation that is made of the initial letters or sound of the words in a phrase. Toastmaster Rahul. Seasoned, describes someone who is experienced or knowledgeable in a particular field. Toastmaster Jaspreet. Rhetorical devices, rhetorical questions where answer is not required. You have to check your pocket, isn't it? Toastmaster Yogita. Anaphor, the repetition of word or phrase at the beginning of successive clauses. They say you should dance and be happy without any reason. They say you should dance when you are happy. They say you should dance when. Toastmaster Karthik. Proverb, a short pithy saying. Situations are bad, people are not. Toastmaster Sagar. No matter how good you are, if you are at a good wrong place, you are worthless. Guess more. Hypophora. Question and then you answer it. What we should do if we come across these negative people, ignore them. Toastmaster Karthik. Rule of three, when you repeat a sentence thrice, be it in restaurant, be it in Toastmaster, or be it anywhere, Toastmaster Yogita. Metaphor, analog, or similes, comparison, picture perfect speech, Toastmaster Mukund Joshi. A few recommendations. As the theme says, it could have been in a better way when if we say as the theme suggests or indicates. And second, it tries to change theme in every logic it goes. Instead of that, we could have said it tries to change the theme with every topic it covers. That is from my end. Over to you, General Evaluator Jaspreet Kaur.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shubham. Thanks a lot for this very detailed report. Your screen share is still happening. Can you please stop that? Yes. So it was a detailed report. You can just put it in the chat for the others to see what all is there, because there was a lot. It was quite a heavy thing. You've done a lot of hard work for that. Just one recommendation, Toastmaster Shubham, since everything is written and in the better interest of time, let's not read each and you could have read the device, the rhetorical device and the person who used. Rest, it is there. There's no need to read each and it becomes stretched unnecessarily and we take a lot of time. So that was not required. Rest, it was good. A lot of hard work done. Thanks a lot. And a big round of applause for Toastmaster Shubham for doing justice to his role. Next, we move on to the listener. That is Toastmaster Yogita. So let's see whether the treasure hunt, who's going to be the winner. Over to you, Toastmaster Yogita.
The best part is General Evaluator, we even have a winner and the winner gets something very nice, which I'll announce later. Okay, are we all ready? So Toastmaster Mita is in all smiles. So first question for you, Toastmaster Mita. Book which Toastmaster of the day is reading currently, due to which he thought about the theme. Okay, we need to be very quick. You can pass. Toastmaster. Okay. All right. Do we have the answers to this?
Yes, I have the answer. Yeah.
I have the answer.
Okay, please, Toastmaster Karthik.
Yeah, it's Power of Thinking Big.
Wow, great.
It's the magic of thinking big.
Magic of thinking big.
No, this is the mentor-mentee relationship happening.
Okay. All right. That's okay. We
Solid.
cannot do it, but we were all yours, right? And is this it? This is the first question. Okay. Second question goes on to our favorite guest, Noor Mohammed. General Evaluator mentioned something while she was expressing grief for Ratan Tata. She mentioned Ratan Tata used to dash people. We can also expect your answer in the chat box if you have, or we can pass. No, General Evaluator, you're not supposed to answer that. It's a question related to you. Okay, do we have any answers to this?
We should learn from people.
No. Toastmaster Punith, good try, but
Inspire.
it's related to the theme. Read. Ratan Tata used to
Read people, right?
Yeah. Okay. Which movie Toastmaster Karthik spoke about during his speech? A hint is it rhymes with the proverb. Now, this is a very easy one if you have paid a little bit of attention. Come on, come on. Can we have anybody? Wow, Toastmaster Karthik.
Okay, I'll say it's The Conjuring. The
Yeah,
Nun.
The Nun. Time and Tide and Surf Excel waits for none. Do you remember now? Okay. All right. What was the topic of argument between Toastmaster Karthik and the dogs? Come on now, the mentor-mentee relationship. Where is it gone?
How can you drool
the
more
dog-
than me?
Huh? Sorry?
How can you drool more than me?
Wow. Drool over what?
That role that he was
Sharma role.
given.
Sharma role.
Sharma role, yes.
Gone. Wonderful. The GE has all yours. At least the GE. Okay. So Toastmaster Sagar shared. How many tips Toastmaster Sagar shared for a peaceful living in his speech? Just a number. Very quickly.
6.
7.
Okay.
7, but it was a good try. And yes, I admit it was, thank you. May I know who answered? I'm sorry, I couldn't catch you. Uncle? Okay.
I get
You
the
answered, Rahul answered.
Yeah.
Okay. So number 1 is waking up early. Second is yoga or meditation. Then basic maths, procrastination. Assumptions are a no-no. Ignorance is bliss. And tears can lie. Last question. And I really wanted answer for this one. Otherwise, this segment will have no winner. The TMOD shared an acronym for a better approach towards reading.
Faster.
And TMOD is not supposed to wrong. Okay, faster. Yes, the mentor-mentee relationship is back. Okay, and can we have the acronym?
Yes,
Toastmaster
forget, act, state, teach, enter, and review.
Wow, Toastmaster Mita, you had
Awesome.
all my heart. And with this, we conclude the listening segment for the day. And yeah, I would specify that we were not very good as listeners. We can do much, much better. And for the results, no one won it because no one answered all the questions. All right, over to you, General Evaluator. Thank you. It was fun conducting it.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Yogita Upadhayay, for your role of the listener. So this role and the Sergeant at Arms role, both I'll talk about it together. So first of all, this treasure hunt that you created and the fun that you added to it, it was beautiful. So this kind of, spice is required to top up an entire dish that you were talking about restaurant and choosing the right dish. So I think this is the perfect dish when it has been prepared and you top it up with the right kind of spices, which you did. So absolutely, kudos to you for that. You kept the audience involved. Now, as the Sergeant at Arms, you are very energetic, very punctual, very diligent, and even enthusiastic about that role. I've seen that role happening in various clubs across all over, and it's something, people are trying to fight against that role. But then here, when it happens, you set the right tone for the meeting to happen. So one thing that I like about you is working before the meeting, during the meeting, and even after the meeting. Absolutely on time. And again, another example for that was the moment I conveyed to you that the timer has to leave immediately, things happened. Manvi came into picture very seamlessly. So thank you very much for keeping that Gabby spirit alive for all of us. Thanks a lot. Keep on doing the good work. I can see you going on a rise and shine mode since the time you've joined Gabbys. So congratulations and kudos to you for that. Thank you very much. Then we had our presiding officer, President Mita and Shah. So Mita ma'am, you are always very warm, very hospitable, and that is what you were today towards the guests. And you're very particular. I really like your spirit, the way you come up with the announcements. Very particular, each and everything to be told carefully. And you take care of the guests also with all the required details, not only of Toastmasters, but even about Gabbys. Anyone who's here for the first time will for sure go back with a bag full of information so that next time he will feel he's reached back home. It's not a new place for him. So that is something really very, very well done by you. Congratulations and thanks for taking up this role every Thursday in such a seamless manner. Now, I think I'm left with only one role taker, and that is our TMOD Toastmaster Rahul. So Toastmaster Rahul, you are a first-time role taker, right? First-time role taker for the Toastmaster of the day. And you did a great job. Now, one thing which it was a good attempt, no doubt it was a good attempt, good tips given by you. And one thing that I was happy about was I was wondering when this theme was chosen, I was wondering whether you will mention Mr. Ratan Tata or not. You just gave a brief, fleeting mention. I was happy that you did that. It was required. It was the need of the hour. There were other Toastmasters clubs having meetings for him and all that, condolence and everything. So it was good that right at the beginning, you brought that mention. It was required. Okay, just one thing, because this the posh and the POXO thing that you gave the announcement for me was a bit, mispronounced. So posh, I'll just for once, because I've seen people pronouncing it wrongly again and again. POSH is an acronym for Prevention of Sexual Harassment at Workplace. And POXO is Prevention of Children Against Sexual Offences Act. So I'm a trained trainer, a certified trainer for that. So these are two things which they are the acronyms, POSH and POXO. So that was one thing. Now, your tips were good, Rahul, but activities were required. A quiz here and there, some close-ended questions. The way the listener engaged the audience, that is how you could have engaged the audience. And it needed a kind of, that interactive approach. Now, one thing, Rahul, I hope you know, there were a lot of hiccups happening during the meeting. There were a lot of misses that happened during the meeting. So a lot of practice, a lot of preparedness is required. What was happening 10 minutes before the start of the meeting between you and me, or in the meeting, before actually the meeting started. So let's prepare it little bit in advance. Any role for that matter, any role taker for that matter, it can, people say this role is a very, I feel there is no role that is insignificant. Each and every role requires preparation, especially the TMOD role, because the names, the path, the pronunciation of the place where they work, the place where they come from, all that needs to be well rehearsed. And again, I keep on telling people, I'm telling you also, others also, the ones who can take it as a hint or a tip, that whenever such a thing has to happen, when there is something tricky to be spoken of, please switch on your Zoom, put it on recording mode, speak, record, replay and see. You will not have to have that hiccup over here. All right. So otherwise, it was a great attempt. I want to see you taking up more and more roles. Already you are doing it. So this was great. And I hope we see you as a team or taking up again something very wonderful. It was a very well chosen theme. The title that you gave to the theme, and very timely you gave it, that was really very well done. That means you had thought of it earlier. So little bit practice and we are on the go. So thank you very much. Of meeting very well conducted, and all things, when they come back together, each and everything. And I feel today the role takers, the evaluators, everybody did a good job. And this is, it's like a good book read. So we were going through the pages of the books, of one particular book, which we've read, we've learned our lesson. And now it's the time to apply that lesson on ourselves. So with this, over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Rahul.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator, for a detailed evaluation for all the role takers. It was very enlightening to hear all the feedback. And now I would like to also speak a little bit about Mr. Ratan Tata. He being a philanthropist and a entrepreneur, building conglomerates, um, and we all are connected to his product every where at certain point of time, like even the salt, cars we have, or the clothes we are wearing, somewhere it's coming from there. So being an inspiration from for entire India and the world, it's amazing. But we lost a gem yesterday, and I just wanted to have some polls also needs to be conducted. So can we also announce the polls? Poll
Launched.
result?
Launched. I have
Yeah, yeah,
launched the polls. You can continue with
yeah.
your theme, and I'll just launch it in the background.
Sure, sure. Um, so the theme today, read today to lead tomorrow. I hope after all the takes which you have got through the meeting, you would be starting to implement the practices, all the tips and tricks to start reading to the learning forever and also implementing that in your life. uh, then I think you are going to be a great leader, and it's not the matter of the role which we are having, even if we are um, in the you know corporate or not, or whether we whatever space we are at in our life, leading ourselves should be the motto. Because if we are leading ourselves, we are not leading ourselves, then who is leading us? So leadership start from leading yourself, and it starts by reading yourself. We can read books, we can read the environment, we can read the people, and we can learn as much as possible to lead in future. So with that, I would like to conclude today's theme. Thank you very much for your attention. And if we have polls results.
No, we
Rahul, you
don't
can
have
hand
the
over to
results.
the
You can,
PO,
yeah.
presiding
And
officer.
also, I would urge everyone to please vote. We are stuck with the result.
Okay. All right. I would hand over the stage now to the presiding officer, uh, Toastmaster Mita. You can take on the stage. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. Such a wonderful topic, and it was really interesting. We understood, and we will sure all the members will start reading today onwards, and they'll follow up for this one. Over to this one. Topic was really related, and I enjoyed. So now, thank you for your role taker, Toastmaster of the Day, even General Evaluator, Toastmaster of the Table Topic Master, and Table Topic Evaluator. Now, thank you all the speakers and the evaluators. I request guests, any guest is there to share your experience. But thank you for the guest and keep joining our club meetings. And I'll just ask the guest. I think we have a guest from Lutz, sorry, I can.
Lutz is correct, yes.
Yeah, you can share your thoughts. How was the meeting?
Thank you so much. I enjoyed it very much. I come here because Anna sent me the link. I had contact to Anna. I visited their online club in Bratislava very often, and she told me about your club today, and I decided spontaneously to visit you. And it was very interesting for me to join your meeting, to see how do you lead such a meeting. And there are many things I also can learn from, and I hope that I have the possibility to visit you again.
Thank you so much. You are always welcome to attend our club meeting, and you are always there. So we have a meeting 3 days, so you can join any day, which gives your time zone, meets your time zone. You are always welcome. Thank you for our Toastmaster Anna to get new guest, Toastmaster guest and visiting guest. So thank you for so much. And anyone else? Okay, now we are beyond the time. So let's give the results. So our results are over here. Our favorite table topic was Bindu Joseph. Let's give a huge round of applause. Next, our auxiliary role taker. Oh, wow. Yogita Upadhayay, multitasker. Our favorite role player, our G. Jaspreet Kaur, not G, sorry, Jaspreet Kaur. And our favorite evaluator, S Mohanty. Thank you for all these role takers. Thank you. And just a wonderful thing you have taken all the roles. So next we have I just request to see you all on 12th Saturday, 10 a.m. to 12 noon, Indian Standard Time in hybrid meeting at the number 91 Springboard near Vivekananda Metro Station, next to C.V. Raman Hospital, Indira Nagar, Bangalore, 38. By this, I adjourn today's meeting. Thank you. Good night.